Alright, now the main thing I wanted to talk about in this video in particular does have to do with my transition, and it's pretty much the final decision that I have made for myself, and it's the What's up, guys? I'm back. For now. I have a lot to update you guys on, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be making this video. I missed you guys. I know I've been saying I don't know when I'm coming back. I've been updating you guys as best as I can. I've been in the hospital. I have been all over the place. Honestly, I guess we should start with the intro. So, my name's Kyle, aka Prince Kyle, don't forget it. And I have an Instagram as well as a TikTok where I share my female to male transition, as well as give tips to anybody that would like to hear about it. But there's gonna be some changes soon, so I'm gonna have to think of a new intro. I guess to get started, you guys are probably wondering how I'm feeling. I am feeling much better, but I'm still slowly kind of getting back to where I was. For anyone that wanted to know exactly what happened, I guess you could say I had a panic attack, anxiety attack, where it was bad enough to where the EMS took me to the hospital because they thought it had to do with my heart. My resting heart rate at the time when the ambulance got here was like 156, and that is really high for someone of my age. My heart rate should not be that high resting. So they took me to the emergency room and they did pretty much every test possible that has to do with your heart, and everything came back fine, which I am very, very grateful for. Bless. And yeah, they just monitored me for about 3 days, and once they thought I was healthy enough to go home and my heart rate was back to normal, I got to go home. But the horror did not end there. I got home and then I had really, really bad vertigo for days and days, honestly up until like yesterday. And I'm hoping that now I'm good to go, but it was very scary because I kept waking up every day just feeling very faint, very dizzy. It was hard to stand up. Every time I wanted to get up and do something, I couldn't. I felt bedridden. There was maybe one day where I felt okay, and that was the day where I posted a picture of me and my stepson. We went outside because we had a snowstorm, but the next day after that, it went back to kind of feeling crappy. And it's just been a very scary few weeks, and I'm hoping that now I'm making my way to feeling completely like myself, which is why I'm finding the time to make this video. I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, that's kind of how it's been these past few weeks. But if you could just pray for me, continue to pray for me, or if you don't believe in religion and stuff, manifest, however you gotta do it, just keep me in mind. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for that. But on a positive note, I know I was talking to you guys about getting a GoPro, and so I'm very, very excited to start using this. I was doing research on how to use it, and so it didn't come with anything, it just came with the GoPro itself. But I also ordered off of Amazon a bunch of like accessories, which is really cool. And this one is the chest mount. So when I do take you guys fishing, we got the chest piece. So that's the chest piece, which is pretty cool. I'll probably use this one the most because it's the least obvious, I feel like. Like, yeah, you see it, but like, if I'm wearing a black shirt, it kind of helps hide it. I think I might try and wear a hat with this because this looks kind of goofy. But then we got the head one, and I'll probably use this one a lot too. And then it also came with like a handheld selfie stick, and it came with a bike mount. It came with a bunch of stuff, which is really cool. It was only like $40 on Amazon, and then the GoPro itself was like $300. But I'm excited. Yeah. It's dope, guys. This is gonna be a lit summer. And that's why I'm trying to get healthy now, so that I'm all good to go for summer. I'm happy that my little hospital visit happened in the winter and not summer, because I'm trying to do a lot this summer. I have a lot in mind, but I'm probably not going to really get into using it until it gets a bit warmer out, because all of my ideas are outside related and family oriented related. I'm going to do a lot of things like fishing and hiking and teaching my stepson how to do things that he doesn't know how to do yet. And it's going to be a good time, because it's going to be my first time helping him learn new things, and I want you guys to be able to experience that with me. And that kind of goes into what I'm going to say now, with kind of redirecting my YouTube channel and not focusing so much on transitioning and my story, because I've already told you guys everything I can with my transition. There's not anything new to tell. My transition has been going on for about 7 years, so everything that has happened is pretty much all that's gonna happen. So I don't really have anything to add to it, but I don't want anyone to think that I'm not gonna be talking about it at all. I will be talking about it every now and again. It's just not gonna be the sole focus on my channel, because there's a lot more to me than just my transition. So I wanna kind of turn my channel into more of like a family style dad and son channel, and kind of incorporate Hunter a little bit more in the channel, because he likes doing YouTube. So I'm hoping you guys do stick around with the new content that will come out, but if you don't, I understand. A lot of you guys did come for the transgender conversations, but I'm just at a point in my life where that's not the only thing I want to talk about, and there is more to me than just that. All right, now the main thing I wanted to talk about in this video in particular does have to do with my transition, and it's pretty much the final decision that I have made for myself, and it's the final step, I guess you could say, that I have not taken yet. And I made a video about this a few months ago. You probably know what I'm talking about, and that is bottom surgery. Now, I know I was very, very excited about telling you guys how I was taking the next steps to getting bottom surgery, looking for a surgeon and all that stuff, and I got very far into planning that out. But unfortunately, not even unfortunately, because to me it's not unfortunate, but I've just come to the realization that I, in fact, do not want bottom surgery. I know my mind can change again later down the road, but as of right now, I am very strong with my decision that I don't think it's necessary, and I don't think it's worth it. Now, I can only speak for me. I can't speak for anyone who has had surgery already. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm bashing those who do have surgery, because it is for some people. But for me, and where I am in my transition, and the way people around me view me, I don't think it's necessary, because I am already seen as 100% man. And the only person that sees that part of me and sees me in that vulnerable state, I guess you could say, is my girlfriend. And she loves every bit of me, with or without that body part. And I can't really see myself going through that extreme of a surgery that could end up having complications, multiple surgeries later down the road, and just never having that complete natural feeling that I already am blessed to have right now. It's not worth it for strangers that just like to make fun of me for being a man with a vagina. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a man, and it does not matter if I have a penis or not. When I go out in public every day, nobody sees me any different than a man, and that's all I ever wanted from my transition, and I have exceeded that more than I thought I would have. So I just don't think it's necessary, and there's not much else to say about it but that. I do want to apologize for leading people on to think that I was going to. I mean, I didn't lead you on, but I'm sorry for kind of directing it in the direction of me actually wanting it, because I did want it at that time. But I thought about it more and more, and I thought about how much it was gonna be on my body, cost-wise, travel-wise. Like, there's just so much to it. And I weighed out the pros and the cons again, and for how much I would have to sacrifice, it was not worth it. I have working organs that do everything I needed to do. Obviously, I have my moments where I'm dysphoric or whatever, but moral of the story is my body works how it's supposed to, and why would I want to risk destroying or ruining that function? I had top surgery, and I have zero regrets to that. Top surgery is a very, I would say, easy surgery if you're a relatively healthy person. There's not many complications that happen, and even when there are, they're very easy fixes. Bottom surgery, a lot can go wrong, and I'm not trying to scare anyone, but the reality of it is, like, the science is not where it needs to be, where it is as smooth of a, like, surgery as top surgery is. It comes with a lot, and I just don't want to take that risk right now in my life, because I am a relatively healthy person, so why would I want to risk that? I guess, yeah. A message to anyone who is also in the same boat as me, female to male, transitioned, had top surgery, or looking into bottom surgery but not completely sure. Make sure you're 110% sure, because this is something you cannot come back from. And I don't want any of you guys to think just because you transition, you have to have a penis. You don't. Just because people are making fun of you or saying, well, you are whatever is between your legs, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. However you identify is how you identify, and whoever agrees, agrees, and whoever doesn't, doesn't. It is what it is. There are gonna be people who accept you for it, and there are gonna be people who do not accept you for it. But do not go as far as to have a whole surgery that could literally ruin everything you already have. Don't let anyone do that to you. Don't let anybody's stupid opinions on what they think it means to be a man affect what you do with your body. You have to be 100% in control of your own mind and your own decision. And I want everyone who is in a position like me, who was kind of teeter-tottering on the idea, to really think about that and really let that sink in. And for anyone who is underage and thinking about transitioning in general, really make sure that you want to do what you are about to do, and really make sure that you are in the right mindset and headspace to make the decisions you're going to make, because again, a lot of things cannot be undone. And once you've already done something, and even if it can be undone, it's going to be hard. It's going to be mentally draining. It's not going to be easy. So just make sure you're doing exactly what you want. I'm grateful to have experienced my whole transition from top surgery, hormone replacements, all of that, and not have a single regret, because I really took the time to think about it and figure out if it was for me. And I have, and I'm 100% happy with no regrets, and I don't think I would ever detransition. At this point in my life, this is exactly how I'm supposed to be, so I guess you could just call me the man with a mangina, and I'm happy to be that way. Well, lastly, I guess I just wanted to finish off by saying I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue doing the every Sunday videos, because I want to make my videos a lot longer, like especially when I start doing the vlogs and stuff with the GoPro. I want my videos to be a lot more valuable and not so like short. And the reason that they're so short is because I'm trying to keep up every single week uploading, and it's not easy editing a video that's like 20 minutes long and having a consistent weekly upload. So I feel like I might reduce how many videos I do and just focus on the quality over the quantity, and hopefully you guys still enjoy them. But I don't know, I want videos that are like on the scale of like 15 to 20 minutes versus 8 to 10, because I feel like you will get a lot more out of them. And I always post where you guys can see the few hours leading up, so you can like talk to each other and stuff. And while the video is going, I like that you guys are able to chat with each other, and I just feel like it's super short and super rushed. So let me know down in the comments if you're okay with that. Obviously, I'm gonna do what's best for me anyway, but yeah. I haven't been, this video is like all over the place. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with like my life and everything that's been happening these past few weeks. Honestly, everything started falling apart when I quit my job. And I don't regret quitting, because the job really wasn't for me, but I noticed a spiral just going down once I quit. And we're fine financially, it has nothing to do with money. It's just my mental health. I realized very quickly that I need to be working and having a structured routine in order to keep my mental state like good. Because I think sitting at home every day while my stepson's at school and my girlfriend is at work, it keeps me in bed, and it keeps me unmotivated and in my head a lot, which is probably what led to that panic attack, because I was in the house by myself and just in my head and in my thoughts, and had no type of schedule to do anything because I didn't have anything to do. So I've been applying to jobs. I had an interview a couple days ago, and I think it went well. I'm supposed to hear back from them tomorrow or Tuesday, and hopefully I'm back to working Monday through Friday and doing YouTube on the side. So, yeah. I think that's all I had to talk about. Yeah. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm not sure when I will post next. I don't want anyone to think that I'm like super back on schedule, because I'm not sure and I don't want to send any false hope. But I'm happy I got to make this video. I'm happy I'm healthy enough right now in this moment to make this video. I didn't think I was gonna be able to make a video yet, but here I am. And I want you guys to know I love you so much, and I appreciate every single one of you who are following me and keeping up with my journey and my health. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing well too. Much love, much respect, and as always, stay true, be you. Peace, guys.